Hey folks, Alex with Bay Cities Construction here. Hey, we're at our project in beautiful Rancho Palos Verdes. We're going to be remodeling a kitchen. This is going to be an open floor plan kitchen, so I want to walk you through all the things that need to happen first before we can knock this wall down. This is a 1970s house, so it's very common to have kind of a boxy kitchen, a boxy living room, and a boxy family room, and a boxy dining room for that matter. So what we're going to do here is we're going to remove this back wall. It's a load-bearing wall. There's a lot of stuff on there, so we're going to brace the house on both sides, and then we'll be able to demo out the wall, and we're going to put a big old PSL beam that's on order. It took 4.5 weeks to get that built, to get that actually fabricated. So let's go over to the living and dining room area and have a look and see what that looks like. If you have a 70s house and you're up in PV, somewhere up on the hill, you probably have a fireplace mantle that looks like this. So we're gonna remove all of this big rock and redo the whole stuff. We're planning on using some of the leftover countertop stone. So we're gonna wrap some new stone around the firebox, and then because we're putting tile on the floor, we actually don't need this stone on the floor like this. So it's gonna be really cool. Let's walk over here. I wanna show you this wall. This is actually a pretty big wall that's gotta come down. It's a little bit over 30 feet. We're gonna put in some posts on each end of the wall, and we're gonna cut up into the ceiling. The ceiling joists are running this way, and they rest on here. So we're gonna make sure we take that off. These back walls are important for structural seismic, so we're going to put plywood on them, and also plywood on the other wall where this big window is. These are some of the things that have to happen in order for us to be able to remove the wall. This owner's been thinking about doing this project for 15 years, so she's finally going to get her beautiful open kitchen concept. So let's actually step into the kitchen and see what she has now. Hey, the kitchen's this way, come on. So as you can see, we got oak cabinets. You want to look over there, we've got an archive of what a wall of it looked like. You know, back in the 70s, this was a primo situation. Holy moly. No, I didn't set off a bomb. That's the old school timer. So in here, we're going to reconfigure this whole space. She's actually going to have an island now that that wall's not there, and the cooktop is going to be in the island. This whole area here is going to be a series of workstations. There's going to be a continuous amount of cabinets that way. And then here we're going to have the island. Sink is going to stay in the same spot. In the ceiling, we're actually going to remove this soffit, and we're going to put a flush-mounted extractor, so you're not going to have a big old hood sticking out of the space. It's going to be nice and wide open with absolutely no blind spots. You're going to be able to talk to the grandkids and talk to people that she's invited over, talk to her guests while she's cooking. And it's going to be kind of, there's going to be great flow in this kitchen. And we're really excited to share with you the progress as we keep going. I'm going to share with you what we're doing down here. The guys are starting work, so it's going to be a little noisy, but I hope you bear with us. So you can see in this space we had, there was asbestos up in the ceiling. That's very common to have some asbestos in the acoustics, so as part of our deal, we always test before we do any demo. So this is all free of asbestos now, it's cool. And then let's go into this little tiny bathroom and see how it goes. So it's tiny. I'm gonna jump in the shower. Ah! We're gonna raise the shower head up because munchkins don't live here, so put it back up there. It's just a guest bathroom, but it's something that's needed to be updated for a while. We got the 1970s Sparkle Dazzle, could be the 60s actually. Anyway, all this tile's gonna get blown out. New door, new window, and new vanity. Easy peasy. Probably one of the easiest bathroom models we're going to do this year. So I think as most of the homeowners are making sense of how much to spend, what their budget's going to be, and planning on dealing with the mess of construction, I think ultimately one of the things you have to consider is obviously the budget maybe has to be in relationship to the total value of the house. So like in this house, as an example, it's in a nice area, has a nice pool. In fact, let's go talk a little bit by the pool. So when you have a nice place like this, I mean, look around. She's obviously taken good care of the house over the years. The totality of the expense that you come up with, we normally see jobs that are this size in the mid hundreds, sometimes 200K if you end up remodeling a good portion of the house as part of the process. This is something that definitely we can help you with. We can help you kind of come up with tentative budget for each space. That's how we like to do it. So you assign X number of dollars for the kitchen, X number of dollars for the bathroom. I think it is important to keep in mind what your house already looks like, the neighborhood that you're in, when you're trying to make sense of how much to spend. So we have a lot of really cool tips, a lot of good advice. We've been doing this for a long time, and I'd love to help you out with your project. If you want to learn more, please go to baycitiesconstruction.com and check out one of our 300 or hundreds of blog articles on remodeling homes. So this is a beautiful house. We'll definitely be sharing our progress. Please subscribe below, hit like, and you'll be able to follow us as we progress through this project and the many other projects that we have in the pipeline right now. My name is Alex with Bay Cities Construction, reminding you don't need a contractor. You need a team of pros.